Yeah, it's correct.
I'm here with Sachin Mamoru, who was a 2025 winner of the Kim Cameron Award. And he is going to tell us a little bit about his experience with the Kim Cameron Award, what he's done, what he has done since. Um, Sachin, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Sachin Mamoru, and I'm a senior software engineer working in the identity access management domain for WSO2. And most of my work focuses on enterprise IAM, event-driven identity, and secure authentication, and a little bit about large-scale authorization system and agentic AI. I have been deeply involved in building standard aligned identity features such as webhook eventings, which was that recently published by Atu regarding the SSF protocols, and then passkey support and API level identity integrations. Beyond engineering, I'm also passionate about the contributing to this broader identity community, learning from industry leaders and staying aligned with the emerging standards and best practices. So yeah, that's about me. And
What made you decide to apply for the Kim Cameron Award last year? How did you find out about it?
So I found out about it by one of my colleagues in the company, and he said that there was something called Kim Cameron Award, and you can apply it. So I applied for the Kim Cameron Award because I have always admired that how the emerging leaders in identity helps them connect with the global community,
Mm.
whatever that OpenID Foundation do and the DI Foundation do. And then with the Kim Cameron's principles shaped so much what modern identity stand for, like being part of the program that carries his legacy felt incredibly meaningful. I also wanted to understand the standards, gain exposure and to the conversations happening at the leadership level and contributed more effectively to the identity ecosystem. So this was a very good opportunity with the masters that I have done, which was already also aligned with the deployment types of identity servers, which was already in this domain, IAM domain. So that's why I thought of applying to this Kim Cameron Award. And yeah, basically
We're
that's it.
really glad you did. We're really glad that you did. Um, So you decided to go to the Authenticate conference. Do you
Yeah.
want to tell us how that experience was for you?
Yeah, actually, it was my first time attending to a global identity conference, and
Good.
also my first time visit to Carlsbad at California in the
Uh,
identity committee. The atmosphere was incredible, the open, it was very collaborative and full of energy. I attended sessions on passkeys, event-driven identity, deep fake, and shared signal and a lot of future of verifiable credentials. And being in the same room with the people who are shaping this standard was both humbling and inspiring. And I had the chance to meet industry leaders that I followed for years, including Ian Blazer and Erin Crow, and
Two of the DIAF
the
board members and
yeah, yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
Really glad you.
and I was able to meet you as well. Like, it was great.
Yes.
It was it was great actually. And then meeting them in the person and attending their sessions like gave deep understanding of the industry. So and then the passwordless part, it was amazing, which we had in the second or third date, and then the exhibitions and the vendors and new hardware and interoperability demos. The experience was amazing.
Good. So you, as you mentioned, you and I had the opportunity to meet, even though I didn't go to Authenticate this
Yeah,
year, because you actually used this that if I'm traveling from Sri Lanka to
yeah,
California, and we have two major identity conferences happening at the same time. I'm going to take this award from the Digital Identity Advancement Foundation. I'm going to add to that. And you went on and you also went to IIW and the
yeah.
Agentic AI workshop as well, um, uh, which you organized yourself with a bit of support from the folks, our amazing partners at the Internet Identity Workshop. Do you want to tell us more about that? Because that's where you and I
Yeah,
had the opportunity to meet.
of course. Yeah. IIW. It was first time I'm attending for IIW, which is on San Jose. So it was like unlikely any other events I have attended, it's very open, collaborative, community driven. Like instead of like polished presentation that I have seen in Authenticate, it was a real conversation, problem solving, knowledge sharing. And I loved how anyone that, regardless of title or the company, could propose a session and lead a discussion. So uh, I also did few sessions,
You
both
did.
in IIW and AIW as well. And it created this environment where idea followed freely and people were genuinely invested in helping one another. And the sessions and the topics like decentralized identity, wallet interoperability, shared signals, passkeys, agent identity, like it was practical discussions that were happened, and people talked about actual deployment challenges, implementation details, and even protocol wise how we need to think in the
Yeah.
futuristic way. And AIW, which was focused on, which is agent identity workshop, which was fully focused on agent identity. And it was fascinating because it focused on imaging space of AI driven agents and identity systems. And the conversations were incredibly forward looking, like things like authenticated and authorized AI agents. Like one of the cool session that I went was like private authorization agent as a AI agent. So then how do we maintain trust when autonomous system interact? Like expand that was expanded my perspective of how to think in this domain. And someone working on that I have recently worked on this event driven identity and secure architecture. So that helped me a lot to see how identity plays a foundation role in agent safely was eye opening. And yeah, so IAW and ALW together gave me a complete picture where identity is going and which stands now.
And you said you called some sessions yourself. What
Yeah.
were your sessions about?
So I did one session on one of the papers that was written by one of few of my colleagues, which is on behalf of user tokens.
Uh,
So it was uh, a token that is that is issued on behalf of a user when an agent flow uh, initiated. So we provided as a vendor, we think agent identity as a first class entity, and in that manner we did some sessions, and there were some uh, constructive criticisms that we can think of as improvements that we can do in that approaches. So yeah, it was a great experience. So a lot of people liked it, and we did a demo as well with the features that some of our
yeah, that's right.
uh,
You did the demo
server
hour.
provided. So it was amazing.
Good. Yeah, lots of constructive feedback comes about at an IAW session, and a lot of progress is made on standards and protocols in those rooms
Yeah,
because well, people really do cast a critical eye over
yeah,
work that's being done, and they really do make progress. I think OpenID Connect owes a lot of its history
yeah,
to IAW itself. Okay, so your trip happened quite recently, just a few weeks ago,
yeah.
really. Um, but I'm wondering whether you think you've made any kind of lasting connections. Have you got folks that you're gonna partner with, collaborate with? Do you have ideas about how this experience is gonna, move you forward or your company?
Yeah, actually, I made several meaningful connections like across Authenticate, IW, and AIW. One of the things like I wanted to contribute for the SSF working group, the
Shared
shared
signal.
signal working group.
Yeah.
So with Datu, and then I met a number of industry leaders as Ian and Erin as well. And then one of the fun and very specific thing that I remember was I was able to meet the Tokyo or the Japan OpenID or the FIDO working group members. So since I
Mhm.
was born in Japan, I had some connection with them and had
Oh,
a great time. So I had their even contact numbers and WhatsApp connections as well. So we
right.
share day-to-day stuff as well. So it was a great experience, as well as I was able to meet people working on early exploration of these standards.
That's great. So you've made some friends. You've
Yeah,
met people who you're gonna be able to share your work with in future. They'll be able to give you feedback, and maybe
Yeah,
we at DIAF will be very interested to see what happens next. And if you've got new projects that you'd like us to share, please do let us know. We're excited to see where this goes. Um,
yeah.
One or two final questions from me. What would you say to someone? We're about to open the Kim Cameron Award for 2026. I am literally going to push the button probably today or tomorrow and open up that award. What would you just say to someone who's thinking about applying but isn't sure if they're the right person?
So actually, uh, what would I absolutely encourage anyone in the identity space, especially those early in their careers, to apply for the Kim Cameron Award. It was like one of the most meaningful opportunities you can receive, not just because of recognition, but because of the community it opens up for you. The award
Mm,
gives you access to events like these uh, i- international workshops where you get to learn directly from the people who are shaping the future of identity, and then gain new perspective, new relationships, and deep understanding of where our field is heading. Most importantly, the experience boosts your confidence. It makes you realize that you do have a place in this global conversation, as I felt it, and that your contribution, no matter how early, it's very valuable to the people and the people who are working on it. If someone is passionate or about this identity or curious about these standards, eager to grow, this award can truly accelerate this journey. So my message would be like, take the chance and apply. You never know how far it might take you. Like, it could become one of the most transformative experience for your career.
Thank you so much. I could not have put it
Yeah.
that better myself. Thank you. Anything else you'd like to share with the people watching?
Yeah. uh, Finally, I want to thank you that
Okay.
all the help you have done, and the DIF Foundation and the OpenID Foundation. So because of uh, people like you and the foundations like you, that we were able to get that exposure as a person who's coming from uh, a corner of the world like Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Some people doesn't even heard about that country, but we were able to come to this. Uh, we were able to get this global exposure and able to get this experience. So thank you very much for doing this, and I also like to be contribute to this and helpful with any future directions or every future things that you have been doing in this domain. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you so much, Sachin. Yeah, we're really grateful to have you as part of our community and appreciate you thanking our sponsors, among them the Open ID Foundation, ID Pro, and all of the amazing conference partners that we have around the world, the Internet Identity Workshop, Authenticate, European Identity and Cloud Conference, um, and Identiverse is the last one on the list there. I think that's the only one you didn't. Oh no, you didn't go to EIC either, but you're going to take the others off your list too. I guarantee it. So with that, thanks everybody for listening, and thank you again, Sachin, for joining me today, a valued part of our community.